Hey guys, we are back with some more New Jersey Devils franchise mode, and in this one, we are taking on the Washington Capitals in year number 1. So we're going to check out the lines. They have Connor, Kuznetsov, and Ovi, Oshie, Donato, and Vrana, Janssen, Fialbi, Rossi, and Wilson, and then Little, Leeson, and Armia. On defense, they have Johansson and Carlson. Johansson is injured. And then they have Orlov and Dillon. And then Kempney and Spurgeon. And in net, they have Holtby and Samsonov. And then scratch, they have Siegenthaler, who I would imagine will be in for Lucas Johansson. And then Hobbs and Alexiev. Now, one thing to note, we are going to have to go without Jacob Slavin until game number 6 or game number 7, I believe it is, that the game said he would be injured till. So, going into game number 1 here, right away, at the Prudential Center. And one more thing to note, the Washington Capitals, as we go back to the home menu, are 2-7-1 in their last 10. So this should be a pretty interesting game, as we do not have the greatest end of the season, but we can put part of that on not having Slavin in the lineup compared to the amount of success that we had before he got injured. So here we go, first period, and that will be a 2-2 tie. Vrana, Bratt, Bellows, and Vrana again. The shots are 16-7 in favor of your New Jersey Devils. Second period, we have a 3-3 tie. Falk with the goal for us, and then Kuznetsov for Washington. We are outshooting them massively, 29-13. So we gotta get it done here in the third. Come on, boys. Show me that go-ahead goal, and Ovi gets the go-ahead goal on Grubauer for the Washington Capitals. Even though we're still out shooting them, they now have the lead, and they're now getting quite a few shots on net, but I have a feeling that was from the power play that they got there, and that will be a 5-3 win for Washington. They got a lot of power plays in that period. I would imagine we were on the penalty kill for at least a fourth of that period, maybe even longer, and Donato gets the empty net. 3 stars of the game, Ovi, Donato, and Vrana. So, getting into game number 2 here, let's hope our fortunes are a little bit different, considering we did outshoot them in that game. We had a lot more offense, but they got it when it counted. First period, we have a 1-0 lead for Washington. Vrana, again, he has been killing us so far with the first goal of the game on Grubauer. Second period, that will be a 3-1 lead for Washington. Bajin with the goal on Holtby, but then Little and Vrana. Wow, Vrana is killing us right now. What is that, his 4th goal of the series? It must be at least, because I'm pretty sure he got 2 goals in the last game, and now this is his second goal of this game as well. Oh my goodness. Jacob Vrana. He's on a roll. And the Washington Capitals are out shooting us 21-17. So let's hope our fortunes change a little bit here in the third period. Let's get some shots on net. And more importantly, let's get them in the net. Because right now we're down by 2. And we really can't afford to go down 2-0 in this series, as it looks like that may actually happen. Hold on. Bratt and Holtby. 5 minutes remaining. Now 2, 1, and Janssen Fialbi with the empty net. The Caps are up 2-0. 3 stars of the game, Donato, Janssen Fialbi, and Vrana for the second game in a row is the first star of the game. So obviously it hurts that we don't have Slavin in the lineup, but we gotta change something up here. So we will get Subban and Pesce up to the first line, and then we'll have Falk and Vukojevic on the second pair, and then Severson with Bowie. I am alright with the 4 combinations the way they are, because we seem to win a lot of games with these combinations. We need to find, with Slavin currently out, we need to find the chemistry on the defensive core until Slavin gets back. And we also need Grubauer to be better. He had an .867 save percentage so far in 2 games. In Washington now, we absolutely need this game. Come on, boys. Make it 2-1 here. First period, that will be a goal for Washington. Kyle Connor. Now, not only is Vrana going, but that first line with Kyle Connor and Ovi and Kuznetsov is also going, so that's great. Second period, that will be a 1-1 tie. Jack Hughes with the goal on Holtby, and we are up in the shots, 25-18, but the score is tied headed into the third. So here we go. Come on, boys. Get me a power play marker. Gusev with the power play marker. And then, of course, Kyle Connor right afterward. Jack Hughes with another goal. Okay, 2-goal performance for Hughes. You'd love to see it. And we're still up in the shots. We're up in the score. But for how long? Can we hold this lead? Please, New Jersey, hold this lead. We cannot go down 3-0. We cannot go down 3-0. Please hold it. Please hold it. Please hold it. All right, good. Let's go. 3 stars of the game. Kuznetsov, Connor, and Jack Hughes with the 3-point performance. And thank goodness, Jacob Slavin is back early, it looks like, because we are headed to game number 4. He wasn't supposed to be back till game number 7, but he is fully healed now. So we will take out Bowie's -3. We will take out Bowie in favor of Mr. Jacob Slavin. We'll put Vukojevic back here with Subban and Slavin with Falk on the first pair because they had some chemistry before. So now we're back to our original lines. Let's hope that inserting Jacob Slavin back into the lineup does something for us here in game number 4 and hopefully for every game after that. So here we go. First period time. And that will be a 1-0 lead for Washington. Oshie on Brossoit. Oh, Jesus, Brossoit. Do I have automated goalie rotations on? I probably do. Why are you doing this to me, EA? You should leave the main goaltender in there during the playoffs, no matter if auto-rotate goalies is on or not. All right, second period, and we have a 2-2 tie. Hall, Ovi, and Lundell. So we are down in the shots, 23-16. I want at least 2 goals here in New Jersey. Get me 2 goals, and I'll feel not safe, but I'll feel pretty good about this game. Washington gets a power play. They can't convert. Good job, penalty kill. Get me something here in New Jersey. Are we going to OT? No, we're not. I don't think. No, we're not. Okay, I just had to make sure because obviously they still could have done something with a minute and 3 seconds left. But PK Subban gets a goal on the power play, the game-winning goal to make sure we tie this series up at 2. So 3 stars of the game: Oshie, Subban, and Brossoit. So maybe we should start Brossoit. Okay. I see. So Grubauer just got injured very, very early on in that game, which is why Brossoit got scored on first. I see. Okay. Because I was going to say, could not have been from just pulling the goaltender, right? So, okay. Good to know that Grubauer got injured, so that wasn't the automated goalie rotations glitching out or something. So we're going to have to ride Brossoit here for a little bit. But that is all right because he did a pretty good job in the previous game. So we're going to trust him to take it in game number 5 and hopefully get us the W. So here we go. Game number 5 time. Getting back home at the Prudential Center. First period. We have a 1-1 tie. Wilson and Bellows for their respective teams. Shots are 10-7 in favor of Washington. Second period. We have a 2-2 tie. Donato short-handed. And then Falk on Holtby. Shots are 22-18 in favor of your New Jersey Devils. Let's get into this third period. And once again, I'm going to ask for 2 goals in this third period. We have a 5-on-3 power play. We had a long one, and we could not do anything with it. But Jack Hughes on Holtby right on front of the net. And we have the lead. 36 shots to 20. We are massively outplaying them offensively. Keep getting those shots on net and overwhelming them. And we should be up 3-2 in this series, and indeed we are. 3 stars of the game: Bellows, Hughes, and Beijing with 2 assists. I think it's safe to say that Jacob Slavin does some pretty good things for us when he's in the lineup. So we're going to leave everything the way it's been because it's working right now, so why touch it? First period, and that will be a 1-0 lead for us. Goose on Hopi. Second period, that will be a 3-0 lead for us. Goose again, and Brat on Holtby. We have a 3-0 lead going into the third period. We are once again outshooting them 23-10 going into the third period. Let's make sure it stays that way. Just shut it down. Maybe get one more goal if you want to. And other than that, this game should be just about over, considering the third period is over already almost halfway through, and they've only gotten 1 goal by Armia. But it doesn't look like They're going to get anything more because they didn't have any momentum. And Pesci with the empty net goal. And we are moving off to round number 2. Let's go. 3 stars of the game: Boqvist, Armia, and Gustav with 2 goals. And Philip Grubauer is fully healed and available to play in the team's next game. You know what? Should we leave Brossoit in because he has a 931 save percentage? I think we might have to try Brossoit in there for the start of round number 2. He definitely deserves the opportunity because he was phenomenal in those 3 games he played. Now, it might have just been mostly the fact that Jacob Slavin got back into the lineup, and every time he's been in the lineup, he has been insane defensively for us, because when you take a look at all the games that he was in the lineup, and as we have the Philadelphia Flyers in the second round, but playing too much MLB recently. But as I was saying, whenever we have Jacob Slavin in the lineup, here starting game number 4, we had a 3-2 win, 3-2 win, 4-1 win. Slavin definitely has a big effect on the simulation, and apparently so does Laurent Brossoit. So we're going to keep rolling with them going into that series against Philly. We will check out the Philly lines, and we will end things off. So their first line: Morgan Frost with Sean Couturier and Jacob Voracek. Second line: Nolan Patrick with Alexander Wenberg and Bobby Brink. Third line: Sam Miletic with Travis Konechny and JT Compher. And the fourth line: Colin Wilson with Yerman Rubtsov and Claude Giroux. And on defense, they have Ivan Provorov with Cam York. On the second pair, Travis Sanheim with Shane Gostisbehere. And on the third pair, Adam Ginning with Tyler Myers. And in goal, they have Carter Hart and Roddy Ross. And scratch, they have Dennis Mulligan, Victor Rask, and Maxim Latunov. And before we end things off, we will check out the player stats from that series. And I did not mean to go into regular season stats, of course. We are supposed to be checking playoff stats. Taylor Hall with 8 points there, 7 assists and 1 goal. Hughes with 6 points, Bratt with 5, Goose, Subban, Lundell, and Beijing all with 4. Falk and Bellows and Nico all with 3. Boqvist with 2, Pesci with 1, Slavin with 1 in 3 games, Palmieri with 1, Dubé with 1, Bowie with 3 games played with nothing. Same thing for Severson, Zaka, and Vukojevic. And in net, of course, you have Brossoit with a 931 save percentage. So that's why I think we got to roll with him going into round number 2, because he definitely proved himself that obviously, you know, he didn't have the strongest regular season, but he stepped up when it mattered there. Especially when Grubauer got injured, he only let in 5 goals in 3 games. So that was a pretty impressive performance out of him. So I want to see if he can take it to the next step in round number 2. And obviously, if he breaks down at all, then I will not hesitate to go to Grubauer. Although he was a little shaky in those first couple of games. Though to be fair, we did not have Jacob Slavin in the lineup. And our defensive core without Jacob Slavin is not impressive at this stage with how old we are and how, I'm not going to say washed up our defensemen are, but they are past their prime, so getting Slavin was definitely a huge addition. So that'll be about it for this one, and in the next one we have Dallas versus Colorado, Arizona versus Vancouver, Tampa versus Toronto, and your New Jersey Devils versus the Philadelphia Flyers. See you guys in the next one.